So, it's been a while, huh? That hiatus went on longer than I expected for a number of reasons, but I'm glad to return. Honestly, I missed getting to share my work and getting to interact with a wider sphere of artists, so I'm looking forward to doing that again. With coming back to posting, I wanted to give myself a structure to avoid burning out again. I'm sure many artists can relate that the constant need to keep up with algorithms can crush your love for creating entirely. So I've made myself a proper plan this time. For the next few months, I want to post and show off work from 2025. I would go further to include the art I made in 2024 when my hiatus first started, but I would spend this whole year talking about old art at that rate. Now, that plan might sound a little odd, considering I'd be showing off older work, but hear me out. I want to appreciate all of the work I've done, even if it's older. I'm of the opinion that artists and creators should appreciate and show off all of the work they do, not just the most recent stuff. By showing off my old work, it also gives me a chance to reflect on where I can still improve today. This isn't to be negative about what I did a year ago, but to consider if there's anything I can apply to my work now. With that same thought in mind, I will be going through my more recent sketchbooks and showing the work I've done in them. I think sketchbooks often get forgotten when artists show off their work, especially for digital artists like myself, because fully polished pieces often look more impressive and draw more attention. I want to change that mindset for myself. Experiments, successes, failures, tests, it all should get recognized because it's part of the creative process of learning more about your work and your style. In the age of AI art, where a sloppy end product can be made in seconds, I think the process of making and developing your art is more important than ever. After I've shown a collection of pieces from 2025, that's when I will show more recent work. When reflecting on these pieces, I will talk about the thought process that went into making them, and discuss the narrative that is woven into some of the work I do. I want to talk about my stories and ideas, but also how I develop and represent them through art, and to show the intentional choices I make during my creative process. Because I'm a self-taught artist, what I've learned comes from experimentation and from the artists around me. From tutorials to the media I consumed growing up, to even my reading and music tastes. I didn't go to art school, so what I'm talking about in regards to my work isn't formal art education, but it's my experience of being an artist as I continue to grow. Because, if I'm honest, the only times I truly get art block, specifically when it isn't caused by stress and external events taking my attention, is when I create mindlessly. So that's my goal for my accounts. I want to reflect and engage with my choices in my artwork, because thinking about the decisions that go into art stops me from creating mindlessly and prompts me to appreciate every work I do. So I hope you'll follow along with me on my journey. Thanks for sticking around through my hiatus and for all your support from here on out.